I've brought you with me out and about today. I thought I would do more daily inspirations out on the road. As you might know, I'm currently in the very beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains in Spain. My husband and I live nomadically, so we're traveling around Spain and Europe at the moment. So I thought I would share some of the amazing experiences and scenery by doing more of our daily inspirations out and about so you can enjoy this beautiful scenery too. So today we're going to be talking about how to motivate yourself, and I've got 5 particular steps that I want to take you through. So the first one is we're going to look at where you currently stand to get you really crystal clear on why you want to be motivated. So grab a pen and paper, and I want you to think about what is the price you pay for staying where you are. If you're not currently motivated, but you know that you should be, you really want to understand what is the price you're going to pay if you don't get yourself motivated. That alone is going to help to motivate you. So what is the price you're paying for not taking action, for not going after what you want, for not doing things every day you know you need to be doing? What is the price you pay spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, professionally, in your relationships? Really get clear, because you want to feel a little bit of pain about that, so you've got some leverage. The second thing you want to do is you want to understand, what are you missing out on? We're looking at the negative, what is the price I'm paying for being stuck here and not being motivated? But by not being motivated, you are also missing out on life. What are you missing out on? You are missing out on your full potential. You are missing out on something to do professionally or personally, something to do with adventure, travel, excitement, greater health and well-being, joy. What is it for you that you're missing out on? These 2 things are going to help to set the push and the pull motivators for you to step forward. Okay, so the second step is I want you to raise your standards. You need to know, if you're not motivated, it's likely that you're far too comfortable accepting these costs of you staying stuck, and that you don't necessarily viscerally resonate with what you really deserve. I want you to get red hot motivated about what you deserve, and to do that you have to raise your standards. You have to go, I don't deserve this price I'm paying, and I deserve something much better. I want to lift my standards physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, financially. I want better for myself, and not just I want better for myself. A lot of people do want better for themselves. You want to know you deserve better for yourself, and that you won't settle for anything less. You have to say, I won't settle for anything less. Which leads to step 3, which is you want to put a line in the sand, you want to step over it, and you want to say, I'm not going back. You have to get so determined with yourself that you are not going to play a yo-yo game. Most people don't achieve their goals, don't create lasting, sustainable change, and don't stay motivated because they let themselves step forward and step back, step forward and step back, step forward and step back, like it's okay to do that. Now, in your paradigm, if you think it's okay to do that, that's what you'll do. You're giving yourself permission to do something and then retract and not stick with things. For example, in my paradigm, I just don't allow myself to do that. If I set something, I hold myself to it, and it's because I put a line in the sand, and when I step over it, I always say to myself, I am not going to go back. This is it. I want you to do the same. You've got to say, enough is enough. Here's the line. I'm stepping over it, and I'm not looking back ever. When you have that type of determination and that kind of conviction, that is when you'll really start to see lasting change. And that dialogue with yourself, I'm putting a line in the sand, I'm stepping over and I'm not going back, that is called motivating self-talk. If you want to know how you get motivated, someone doesn't come and give you motivation, you create motivation for yourself from the inside out. You have to generate it, and one of the ways you're going to generate it is by changing your mindset, saying things to yourself that are empowering and motivating, and doing it with real energy. Okay, the 4th thing I want to share with you about motivating yourself is that you need to always remember that you only have so many days alive on this planet. Where do you want to spend them? Who do you want to spend them with? And how do you want to spend them? This day is not coming around again tomorrow. As they say, this is not a dress rehearsal, people. You don't know how long your life is going to be. So you have to take that kind of approach with it if you want to stay motivated to reach for big heights and to make things happen for yourself. I'm going to put a link on this video to another video I did called Using Mortality to Motivate Yourself. It's about that very thing. Stay very aware in your daily life that this is a gift you're even here. The fact that your heart beats when you wake up in the morning, you want to be super grateful for it and say, what am I going to do with this gift? And the 5th and final step for how to motivate yourself is this. Once you've done all these things and you lift yourself up, guess what? You've got to keep yourself up. Most people go to things and they get rah-rah inspired and they get all this empowerment, and then they don't have structure around themselves to remain sustainably motivated. motivated. You can't rely on other people to motivate you. You have to know how to lift yourself up. And here's the thing, life gets busy, you've got commitments, there's many demands, there's things coming at you all the time. You can easily slump out of motivation if you don't have structure in place to keep yourself up. So you want to have things like a morning ritual that looks after your mindset, that pumps you up and amps up your energy, that has you positive for the day ahead. You want to have things that keep you goal oriented, focused on what you want to achieve. Structure to support yourself to stay motivated. Whatever processes and structure you need, putting in your diary a reminder, putting it on your calendar, doing things you know that work for you and sticking at it. If you just rely on remembering, guess what happens? You'll probably forget, and life will get busy and you'll get distracted. You know that's true. I know that's happened to you before because it happens to all of us, and I know for me it also happened to me in the past. So you want to put in structure. So those are my 5 tips for you for how to stay motivated. You want to stock take the price you're paying for where you stand. You want to get really clear on what you're missing out on. You want to raise your standards and get red hot about what you deserve. You want to put a line in the sand and step over it and say you're never going back. You want to realize that your life is a gift and you're only here for so long, so use mortality to motivate yourself. And then finally put structure in place to make sure that you stay up. It's one thing to amp yourself up, it's another thing to keep it at a consistent level. So I hope this has been helpful for you and you have enjoyed this amazing scenery as the sun's setting here over the mountains. If this has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're here on my social media, and I am looking forward to sharing more daily inspiration again with you really soon.